Do you require the value of another variable or address of another variable? First, we have to trace the address of another variable. Once we trace the address of another, why we are tracing the address of another variable? Because that particular variable contains or holds a value. For example, in memory allocation, we will be, I'll show you the diagram. Okay. So a pointer represents the address of the memory. That particular address points to the variable. The variable holds the value. So we require that particular value. We cannot able to directly retrieve the value. So we are using a pointer to find out the address and fetching the value from the variable. Okay. How the pointer is being carried out, how the pointer concept is being carried out. The pointer concept is being carried out by unary operator. What is that unary operator? Unary operator is represented by star. So what is the role of that particular star? The role of the particular star, it will return the value of the variable located at the address specified by its operands. So what is the meaning of this unary operator? I told you, no, a pointer points to a memory location. Where it will points to the memory location? It will points to the address of the memory location. Okay, it will point to the address of the memory location. Then later what we have to do? It will point to the address of the memory location where a variable will be there. What does the variable contains? A variable contains the value. So we need that particular value for the operation. So that fetching of the particular value is done by unary operator. Clear? So basically what is a pointer? A variable. What does it do? It points to the memory. How does it points to the memory? It contains the address. What address? It contains the address of another variable. What does that variable contains? A value. How the value is being fetched? That is how the value is being used for operation, by using the unary operator along with the pointer symbol. Can you understand these 5 sequences? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So because when I'm saying theoretically, you can't able to understand the pointer. Now I hope it is clear. So the pointer, what is the syntax for the pointer? Data type, pointer, star, pointer, variable. Data type, star, pointer, variable. So pointer variable points to the address. This unary operator will be fetching the value from that particular address. So what are all the different types of the syntax? How does the pointer can be expressed? The pointer can be expressed in integer, double, float, and character. So because already I have told you that pointer is a variable, so it can be expressed in it can be expressed in all types of variables: integer, float, double, and character. Okay, now we will go for a simple example of pointers. So how? For example, we will take a simple example: int variable equal to 20. Okay, so this is a natural, whatever we commonly use for declaration. Now the next is int star ip. So this star ip is the way we declare for pointer declaration. Okay, now the question is how the pointer is being. For example, if I am declaring int star ip colon, it is a pointer declaration. Then how I can we have told that the pointer variable contains the address. So the address is a integer, double, float, anything like that. But we have to assign the value. So where we have to assign the value? In the pointer variable. Here, what is the pointer variable? IP is the pointer variable. So I am going to allocate the variable to IP. Here I am including another symbol called ampersand. So what is this ampersand symbol? So ampersand symbol is attached with the variable. It represents that address is being stored in the pointer variable. Address is being stored in the pointer variable. Why? Because you may ask, sir, if I am declaring IP equal to var, what will happen? If you are declaring IP equal to var, then it becomes just a value. When you include ampersand symbol, then only it will become an address. The compiler will take it as a address. Okay, that's why. Otherwise, it will take as an ordinary value. Okay. Likewise, you go to the second line, int unary operator star IP. If you cut star there, what will happen? Then it will become a common normal declaration int IP. Here IP will become a normal declaration. You may ask, sir, whether we have to use only IP for all pointer variable? No, you can just simply use P also. So unary operator followed by P declares the pointer variable. Then the next is, there are two types of pointers. One is reference pointer, reference operator, and dereference operator. So the pointer can be operated under two sequences: reference operator and dereference operator. So ampersand and star. Here, what do you call this as an ampersand? Ampersand is called as a reference operator. Why we call the ampersand as a reference operator? It gives the address of a variable. It gives the address of a variable. So we are adding no ampersand var. So it means that it is pointing to the variable. Okay, so that is why it is called as a reference operator, based on the ampersand followed by a variable. The variable contains a value. Okay, so it will be pointing to a memory location. Based on the ampersand value, we will be pointing to the memory location. So it is called as a reference operator. Okay, then the next is unary operator. So what is mean by unary operator? So the star is called as a dereference operator. It gives the value from the address. What do you mean by dereference? See, reference operator in the sense, it will be referencing to a memory location. So what do you call as a unary operator? A unary operator is dereference. Already it is being referenced. Only one thing is, you have to extract the value. That is what we call it as a dereference operator. So dereference in the sense, take away value from a variable. Okay. The next is pointer to pointer. It is a very important concept. What do you mean by pointer to pointer? How can it is being erased? So what do you mean by pointer to pointer? So pointer to pointer in the sense, one pointer is being referenced and from that reference you will be taking up more than one pointer or another pointer. See, a pointer will be pointing to a memory location. Here, what do you mean by pointer to pointer? A double pointer or triple pointer. It goes on to n pointers. A pointer will be pointing to another pointer, another pointer will be pointing to another point. It goes on till n number of pointer. So now we will see what is this pointer to pointer, how it is being used, where it can be used. So we will see all these strategies. Okay, first thing is double pointer to pointer, how it is being represented. It is represented as double pointer, that is a group of two asterisk symbol. So a group of two unary operator, and don't use the word star because we will be going only for unary operator. Please reference this in the pointer as unary operator. So double pointer, the structure of the double pointer is represented by two unary operator. Okay. So now the question is, what is the difference between a pointer and a pointer to pointer? What is the difference between a pointer and a pointer to pointer? Now you have to say me a pointer and difference between a pointer to pointer. Can anyone say me the difference between a pointer and a double pointer? It's very simple. Can anyone say me the difference between two pointers? See here, first of all, a pointer. First of all, a pointer will be pointing to a memory location. It is the general basic of every pointer is a pointer is a memory reference tool. Where it will be pointing? It will be pointing to the memory only. Okay. Now, if it points directly to the address, then it is called as a pointer. If a pointer points to another pointer, then it is called as a double pointer. Okay. So here, and you can then you may ask, sir, what is the double pointer? What is the nature of the double pointer? The nature of the double pointer is also, if a pointer is a variable, then double pointer is also a variable. So double pointer is basically also a variable. Okay, it is like A to B, B to C. Okay, so here A and B are the pointer, B will be pointing to C. So instead of A directly pointing to C, A will be using a B and B will be pointing to C. This is the concept of double pointer. Now we will take up an example. So what example is this? Can anyone say me whether it is a pointer to pointer, the single pointer or double pointer? It is a single pointer. Okay. Now, how to declare a pointer? First, I am declaring a variable 45, and I am declaring two types of pointer. One is single pointer and another is double pointer, pointer to pointer. Okay. Now, what is the value of a pointer? The value of the pointer is ampersand number. And one more thing, I don't want to confuse you. We will can we go step by step? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Can we go step by step? Because first itself we don't want to. Uh, one second, one second. We will just make it something. Hmm. Right. This is a simple program. Okay. So basically, I am declaring a pointer. Okay. I am declaring a pointer. Maybe 10. Is it okay? I am declaring a pointer. Fine. What type of pointer it is? What type of pointer it is? It is an integer pointer. Okay. Now, the pointer, as we seen earlier, see here, as we seen earlier, the pointer variable has to be attached with the another variable. Here, what is the variable I am attaching? Num. Num is a variable. What variable it is? Integer variable. Now, num is a variable. Now I have to store. What type of variable does num stores? An integer value. So we have to declare int int num, or to to shorten this thing, you can go for this num. Okay. Now here ampersand. So what is this ampersand? Ampersand represents the address. So the address is 3000. 3000 or 3000, 4000 something. Okay. So the address point, that is, the pointer is a integer variable. The pointer holds a integer variable. The pointer is pointing to a memory location. What memory location it is pointing to? It is pointing to the memory location 4000. Okay. Now, what is there in the 4000 memory location? This variable. What variable? Num. Num value is stored in the 4000 variable. Now, I am declaring num equal to 40. Okay. So, I want to print the exact variable, that is through unary operator. I am going to fetch the value stored in the num. So the value, so in the num variable, num, it is a variable. What value it is stored in the num? The value stored in the num is 40. I want to extract the 40. So I am using star, that is unary operator, followed by pointer variable. So what will be my answer? Output will be, so what will be the output?
40.
40. Yes. Why? Because the pointer is pointing to 4000. So what is this 4000? The 4000 is a memory location. What does that memory location contains? The memory location contains the variable. Which variable? Num. Okay. What does that num contains? 40. So how do you extract that 40? By attaching unary operator with pointer. By attaching unary operator with the pointer, we are extracting the number. Okay. What happened?
After condition, the value A should be similar. Value A not be modified as per concept of market value. The value A will not be modified. The value A will be different. All the computation performed here will be vanished. The value will vanish to the total
Can you able to see PPT, pa? Any problem in that? I
Not
think
able to see. Sir.
yes. That's it. I think it is okay now. Right?
No, sir, it's not visible. Now it's visible, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Now, we will be seeing about the double pointer program, the same program which I have modified. Okay. Now, int num equal to 45. So here I am declaring two pointer variables. What are those two pointer variables? Pointer and pointer to pointer. So pointer and a double pointer. Okay. What is the nature of this? What is the nature of this pointer? If you feel like not comfortable, we will just make it as n. Simply n. Okay. Unnecessarily don't want to make it complex. Okay. Now, can you please answer my question? Here we are given two pointers. What is the nature of the pointer?
Integer.
Very good. A pointer is an integer, double pointer is also an integer. Okay. The pointer, the single pointer will be referencing to a number, and the number contains the address. Now, what is stored in the n? What is stored in the n?
45.
45. Very good. So n is stored in 45 is stored in the n. Now we will see how this double pointer is working. How this double pointer is working. So initially we will be declaring the variable for n and a pointer and a double pointer. So as usual, I am allocating the number n, the variable n, with the address. So what is the address of n here? The address of n is 3000. Okay. So whenever the pointer is being pointed to n, the pointer will be referencing at the memory location 3000. Okay. Then what happens? So the n value 45, the n value 45 will be extracted with pointer to pointer. See what happens here is with a single pointer, the 45 will be attached with the single pointer, that is PTR. So whenever the PTR is referencing the memory location of n, what is the memory location of n? 3000. Whenever the pointer is referencing the memory location of n 3000, the value of n will be extracted to pointer. That is, see here, at this step what happens is the value will be, I can just the value